Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 5:01 p.m. on March 6, 2024 in West End, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 4 degrees outside on a partly cloudy afternoon in the city. In this video I walk for 1.6 kilometers starting by the Transit bus stop at Burrard and Smythe, then stroll northwest on Haro, southwest on Denman, ending my trek by the Transit bus stop at Denman and Barclay. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at @Forestwood. And if you enjoy this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Just walking along Haro Street here. Now the intersection of Haro and Thurlow. Now I might be getting that street name wrong, so let's figure it out. Am I right? I don't always say the right street. I'm not perfect. Human. There's our fire hall number 7 here. This is the intersection of Thurlow and Haro Street. And yeah, it is Haro Street. There's a street sign right across the street here. I can see it. So, yeah, I was right. Let's head down Haro Street. It's a busy residential street here in the neighborhood. It's a little cooler today, so it'll probably be a little quieter right now. But once it starts to warm up a little bit more, it's a pretty nice thoroughway for people who want to walk through the more residential sections of the West End. This is part of the greater downtown area. Oh wow! Over here at Cavalier Apartments, it looks like they got a vacancy for a bachelor suite. That's something I've seen when I've been exploring these areas, as more and more rentals are coming up and available, which is contradicting what you hear on the news. Not there isn't enough rentals, because a lot of people are selling their houses and moving into rentals because they can't afford to pay their mortgages. And if that is a fact that the mainstream news agencies are telling us, well, obviously more people are moving out than people are moving in. So very, very interesting. Just pointing that out. Wow! Central Plaza Apartments over here by Hornby. Look at this. This place has got, or not by Hornby, but here on Haro. This place has got this is really something, the big balconies. A lot of these don't have the huge balconies, but suites available over here too. Wow! Hollyburn buys up a lot of these older buildings, refurbishes them, and then rents them out as rentals. And they do a really good job. So that's really surprising. A lot of people prefer to live in those buildings because they're managed very well. People walking here. This would be Butte Street that we're crossing. And we'll continue on Haro. Yeah, so lots of rentals opening up. And of course, like I've said before on this channel, we've had friends that have not only chosen to leave Vancouver because it's just not affordable for them anymore, but they chose to leave the country too. So I guess it's a sign of the times. Sign of the times. Oh wow, another one over here. Haro Street's Tribe Rentals. Don't know anything about the Tribe Rental Agency, but they got a vacancy here as well. There was a point in time a couple months ago where you could not find a rental in the West End. So really, really interesting. There's Grapeview Manor. Doesn't look like anything here. It is open, and some of these buildings have openings, and some of them don't. Some of them are full. Still holding fast with the full tenancy. So it's a bit of a give and a take. And it appears it's really dependent on the people and their circumstances. So you can see over here at the Centennial, they got a waiting list. So if you're not getting the Centennial Court, well, ain't gonna happen anytime soon. They're full. Get on the management there. You got some nice balconies there in that building. Some of these buildings just have French balconies or half balconies. Particularly over near in the Stanley Park area where there's a lot of older buildings. And also over in the west side of Vancouver too, outside of the downtown. Of course, a lot of these buildings have their own names. There seems to be a waiting list here at the Caribbean. Look at that sign. Oh, so clean. Nice and crisp lines. Very, very cool. No wonder they must take really good care of this building. And that's what a lot of these buildings are. You'd be very surprised. A lot of these are well kept. Here's Broughton Street. And we'll cross Broughton and continue on Haro. And we'll keep walking on Haro Street here. Over here is where you get some of the few of the remaining single-family dwelling homes that we're walking around right now. There's a few of them over there, but a lot of them have been turned into apartments. Especially when you see things like that ladder in this building here for that attic, so that people can get down safely, and then they can just jump down from there if there happens to be a fire in the building. If you got kids, well, there's a park over here, but I'm not going to put the camera on the park. And park with the playground and stuff like that. So, and down here at the intersection of Haro and Nicola, cross Nicola and keep going down Haro. Show you the playground if there wasn't any kids in it, but there's kids in it, so that's not going to happen. Keep a walk in here. Looks like the Spruce Gardens across the street is also has a leasing out. So it's got space. So that's at least 4 or 5 buildings I have passed over here in the West End where there's existing openings. So if you're looking to rent here in the downtown area of Vancouver, there is some options. Walking here. We'll cross the street. It's just interesting how sometimes when you're walking down here and seeing it on the ground, and you hear a contradictory story from the news and you're like, because those guys on the news, they must fact check and stuff like that. So, just interesting. But hey, life is a contradiction. Sometimes it is. And one person's story isn't necessarily somebody else's story. I'll let you take that from there. Looks like they got a little football practice over here. Looks like adults or teenagers, so no big deal. Rugby practice. It's the local high school. That field is used by more than just the high school. And it is quite a while after high school hours. So yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's probably a private league. It does look like more like university students. Or locals from the area. Over here, this gray building up ahead of us, that's the arena. That's down here. There used to be a much larger arena. It's at 10,000 people, but that burned down over in, I think, around the 1940s. And, of course, this one got built much later. Keep walking here. Oh, wow. There's more leases available right on over here at 1755 Haro Street. They got the nice balconies too. Two clicks and we're back down. So yeah, plenty of options. Plenty of options. This area in front of us, this is the Denman Village. There goes the number 5 bus. That would be the Robson Street bus. And it's down Robson Street and then on to Denman Street here and then back up Davies. number 6 bus goes in the opposite direction, down Davie, along Denman, and then up Robson. Here is Denman Street. We're passing by the Joe Fortes Library. And that would be part of the Vancouver Public Library chain. And here's the West End Community Center. That is the neighborhood we are in. And here's King George Secondary School. We have a nice little light feature on the outside called the glowing wall, which is the light installation on the side of the school.
What I want to think is how pretty soon it's going to be.
Looks pretty in the evening. And we'll cross the street here. Oh, perfect. This would be Barclay Street here. I just filmed a video along this street. So if you want to see what Barclay looks like, you can go in the back catalog. That video is already out. I wanted to come on over here so I can catch the number 5 Robson bus, the next one. Head on back over to Yaletown Roundhouse Station and head on home. So thanks folks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.